Friends, how you doing? Sorry. I have to take you guys back into the classroom, but when I have my video faced the other way, everything's like reversed. So I have to turn my camera this way so that you guys can see exactly what I'm saying. I'm going to do a quick follow-up video for you guys. And the reason why is because there seems to be a lot of confusion in terms of loan products, okay? There could be a million loan products out there. It's going to fall down generally into two categories, right? You have FHA and then you have conventional. I don't care what they name it, how they dress it up, whatever the case may be. It's just two products. You have FHA and conventional. Unless you're a military personnel, you go VA. If you're buying out there in the rural countries, you can probably go USDA. But we're not going to talk about those loans. We're going to talk about the general public, right? The general person looking to qualify for a loan, okay? And we're going to talk about the differences, okay? Two loan products, FHA and conventional. FHA pretty much is for people with lower credit scores, okay? FHA was established in 1934, okay? The reason why it was established was because back then, you had to come out with 50% down, and loan repayment plans were only 3 to 5 years, okay? So the government or Congress, whatever the case may be, enacted FHA so that it would make it easier for people to buy homes. Not only that, stimulating the market so they can put more construction workers to work, okay? And it still holds true today. Without FHA, you'd have to come out 20% down. And that's why there's mortgage insurance. The reason why you're only coming out with 3.5% down is because you're paying mortgage insurance, okay? In the event where that house defaults or whatever the case may be, you have mortgage insurance to protect the lender, okay? So let's talk about the pros and cons of FHA. FHA, obviously the pros is for people with less than perfect credit scores. When we were doing it early on this year, we were able to get it down to as low as a 580 FICO score to get it approved. However, with pandemics and everything else, things have changed, okay? And the government's in there changing things a bunch of times. So Lord knows what. I know we're still able to do it at a 620. I'm not sure if we can get down to 580. So you don't need perfect credit scores to get qualified for an FHA loan, okay? What's the cons? There's a lot of cons. This is a very, very, very expensive option, okay? FHA is one of those things, one of those products where you try to stay away from if at all possible, okay? Appraisal. Appraisal is very, very tough. Sellers are reluctant to take your offer because the appraisal process is just very, very tough, okay? They're harder on guidelines. The guidelines are much tougher than it is a conventional loan. Another part I don't like about FHA, and most lenders won't tell you, is that there's a 1.75 mortgage insurance premium fee, okay, rolled into the loan. That's not the exact terminology, but the fee is there. So if you're buying a house at $300,000, multiply that by 1.5, they roll that into the loan, and that goes straight to the government. It goes into your loan, and for no reason at all, okay? Lifetime mortgage insurance, right? So it doesn't matter if you paid your principal down under 80% loan to value, you still have mortgage insurance for the life of the loan unless you refinance out. So FHA is a very, very expensive option. If your credit is good enough, you never want to aspire to get an FHA loan. FHA is always your plan B, okay? Jumping on to conventional. Conventional is the loan product or is the loan that you want to get into. And in multiple offer situations, they're always going to accept the conventional loan over an FHA loan because there's just less obstacles. Okay, so let's talk about the pros and cons of. I only see pros with conventional. Okay, every single client that I get, we try to run them conventional. That's the best way to go. But let's talk about conventional because a lot of people are confused about the 3% down option and the 5% down option. Okay, so conventional obviously is going to offer you a much lower interest rate as would an FHA loan. Okay. Not only that, there's cancelable mortgage insurance. So when you pay your property down to under 80% loan to value, you can cancel your mortgage insurance. The guidelines are much, much easier. So is the appraisal process, okay? And again, this loan is for people with good credit. Typically, you can let it might happen around like a 680 to 685. Rule of thumb for conventional, if you want to go conventional, get your credit score up over a 700, and you're probably going to qualify for a conventional loan, okay? 3 to 5% down option. So there's two, okay? So let me explain. There is an AMI or average medium income in every single city, every single town, every single state, okay? Here in Minnesota, it's $82,000, okay? If you're a first-time home buyer and you or your combined income or with whoever's on the loan application is under $82,000, you qualify for the 3% down, okay? If you're a first-time home buyer and you and your co-applicants make over $82,000, you're on the 5% down option, okay? Big difference between the 3 and the 5%. Your 3% down loan program is going to give you much more favorable payback term, lower interest rate, lower MI. If you're making over the AMI, which here in the Twin Cities is $82,000 and change, you're going to go with the 5% down. Your interest rate's not going to be as favorable. It's not going to be the interest rates that they advertise on the windows, okay? So folks, be very leery about those advertisements, okay? There's a lot of variables that come into play for you to qualify for those rates that they advertise, okay? And it's designed for first-time home buyers. You can get away with it with the second, I think within 3 years, if this is your second property that you're purchasing, you're selling your first one, then you should still qualify for the 3% down program if you're making under $82,000, okay? So hopefully this made sense, folks. Again, 1,000 products out there, it still boils down to 2 products, FHA or conventional, okay? So if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave me a message below. Thank you very much, and have an awesome Thanksgiving. Bye.